Hi guys, welcome to Sabonzy Academy. So in today's video, we'll be solving the question 10 of the 2017 Core Math WASSCE questions. So let's begin with question 10a. If x minus 1 log 10 4 is equal to x log 10 16, without using mathematical tables or calculator, find the value of x. So we have x minus 1 log to the base 10 of 4 is equal to x log to the base 10 of 16. Now we know that if we have 2 log to the base 10 of a, this can be written as log to the base 10 of a squared. And so our expression becomes log to the base 10 of 4 raised to the power x minus 1 is equal to log to the base 10 of 16 raised to the power x. Now when we take the antilog of both sides, you have 4 raised to the power x minus 1 is equal to 16 raised to the power x. Now this can also be written as 4 raised to the power x minus 1 is equal to 4 raised to the power 2x. Now since the bases are the same, we can equate the exponents. So this brings us to x minus 1 is equal to 2x. Now when we make x the subject in this equation, we'll have 2x minus x is equal to minus 1. And x is equal to minus 1. So this brings us to the end of question 10a. Now we are moving on to question 10b. So question 10b. In the diagram, xz is a chord which is 12 centimeters long. If the perpendicular distance from the midpoint of the chord to the point y on the circumference of the circle is 4 centimeters, calculate, correct to 1 decimal place, the perimeter of the sector OXZY. Take pi to be equal to 22/7. So this will be 0 or O, and our sector will be, so our sector will be from the center of the circle. So let's take the whole drawing again. So this will be our circle. This is our chord, which is 12 centimeters. And this side is 4 centimeters. And we have our points X, Y, and Z. And this side is O. This will be the center of the circle. So we can extend a line to touch X and extend another line to touch Z. So when we pay attention carefully to the diagram, you have this sector. Now the angle here we don't know, so will be theta. So here's 4 centimeters and here's 12 centimeters. Now from this particular diagram, we can see that we have a right angle triangle here. So assuming here is P and here is O, we have a right angle triangle which is triangle XOP. So triangle XOP is a right angle triangle which looks something like this. We have our 90 degrees, we have our R, and we have 6 centimeters because the length of this is half the length of the chord. So this will be 6 centimeters, this will be our R, and this will be our X. We don't know. And from Pythagoras theorem, we know that R squared is equal to X squared plus 6 squared. Now the whole of this from here to here is R. Now the whole of this from here, which is the center of the circle, to Y is R. So we know that here to here is R, and just here is X. So we can say that R is equal to X plus 4. So R is equal to X plus 4. Let's name this equation 1, and this is equation 2. So what we do is, anywhere we see R in equation 1, we put X plus 4. So this brings us to this equation. We have X plus 4 all squared is equal to X squared plus 6 squared. Now we can rewrite this as x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to x squared plus 36. Now when we group like terms, you have x squared minus x squared plus 8x is equal to 36 minus 16. Now when we simplify, we will get 8x is equal to 20. To find x, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which in this case is 8. So 8x divided by 8, 20 divided by 8. And this will give us x to be equal to 2.5 centimeters. But we know that r is equal to x plus 4. So in this case, our r becomes 2.5 plus 4, and hence r is 6.5 centimeters. Now to find the perimeter of this sector, it will be 2 times the radius plus the length of the chord. So the perimeter of the sector will be 2r plus the length of the chord. And we know that for a sector, the length of the chord will be theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So we need to find theta. But then we have this triangle, so this will be phi. Now we know our x to be 2.5. So to find phi, we can use the tan. So tan phi would be equal to 6, which is the opposite over the adjacent, which is 2 over 5. So when we find the tan inverse of 6 over 2.5, so tan inverse of 6 over 2.5, then our phi becomes 67.38 degrees. But then from our diagram, just this is phi. So the whole of this will be 2 times phi. So the whole of this will be 2 phi. So the length of our chord becomes 2 times 67.38 all over 360 times 2 pi r. And we know our r is 6.5. So L becomes 2 multiplying 67.38 all over 360 times 2 times, we know pi is 22 over 7. So 22 over 7 times 6.5. Now when we do the calculation, our L should be equal to 15.2942 centimeters. But then we are being asked to find the perimeter of the sector. And like I mentioned earlier, the perimeter will be equal to 2 times the radius plus the length, which is 2 times 6.5, since the radius is 6.5, plus our 15.2942. And this gives us 28.2942 centimeters. From our question, we are being asked to correct our answer. So correct to 1 decimal place. So then our perimeter will be equal to 28.3 centimeters. That's to 1 decimal place. So that brings us to the end of question 10. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.